Hey everybody, this is Anthony with Deliver Capital. Today I'm going to talk about the SBA Paycheck Protection Plan and how to prep you to get approved within days, not weeks. So I've recently connected with the local credit union who has agreed to open up their doors to everybody. I'm working directly with the CEO and we're putting a plan on how to get you funded quickly. So these people have been able to get you approved within days while others are still waiting for their bank to process their loans, right? These bigger banks have lots and lots of clients and they're inundated, and hopefully you're in that queue to get funded in the round one. Now we're opening up round two tomorrow on Monday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See, I've personally experienced in how these big things give you zero attention, and people just don't understand the requirements. I'm going to step into that role, provide you some guidance, and tell you what exactly needs to be put together so you can get the highest chance of an approval throughout this time. Okay, so just to dive into this basic requirements, what you need is to understand your monthly payroll amount, right? So you take the whole entire year, divide it by 12, times it by 2.5. I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper in the next slide. As I said before, we're gonna get you approvals within 1 to 3 days, and legally by SBA guidelines, the bank needs to fund those loans within 10 days. Well, he doesn't want to wait around, so within 1 or 2, 3 days after, we'll be able to get you funds into your bank account. After you have the approval from the SBA and our credit union, you need to open up a bank account. So when he gets the funds, he's going to transfer directly into your account, and then you do have the option to wire that out to your normal business banking relationship account after. Okay, so I can't emphasize this enough that this round will go a lot faster than the 13 days in the first round. So we project anywhere from 4 to 5 days from tomorrow on Monday that the funds may run out. So please do not procrastinate. Listen to the instructions, provide the information in a timely manner, and we'll get you funded right away. All right, so this is the application form that's needed from the SBA. Very self-explanatory with the fields. All right, your name, address, EIN, all these information is pretty self-explanatory. As I said, the average monthly payroll. So for an example, if you are, if you pay about $100,000, $200,000 a year in your payroll, take that number from 2019, divide it by 12, then you want to times that by 2.5 times, and that will then give you the loan amount that you can receive from the government. Enter the number of employees, provide the payroll, the purpose of the loan, if it's one or all. If anybody over 20% owner in a company, you need to list them on this document. So provide that information right here with your social. Go through the questionnaire, answer yes or no to the best of your ability. Here in the certification, right, check box and initial every step here, and just to understand that if you falsify any information here, this is a government document. So do not lie and try to pull a fast one in these tough times, right? So sign a document and then title, and then save this and provide it into the list of document requirements on the next slides. This is an addendum that's required from the credit union, right? What it is just your business name. When did you start? The NICS code is a number on your tax return. Just explains what type of industry are you in. So we need that information right here. And if you have any existing SBA loans or government student loans, you need to write then you need to list the creditors and who they are on this document. And I forgot to mention on the other document is when you have your zip code, when you list your zip code, please add the last 4 digits to the end of it. That's needed for the government when we start the submissions. So please, if you look on your bank statements, you'll see the last 4. Just add that in to the application. All right. So what's needed per the type of business that you're in? So we have 4 different versions here. One's an established business. If you're a new business, if you're a seasonal business, or an independent contractor, self-employed. So established businesses, we need you to either get your W-3s, which is a summary of the payroll that you pay for the year, or your 940s or 941s. So the 940, 941s, either your quarterly statements for payrolls or your annual. So they need to understand that information. Now, the articles of incorporation isn't needed for the SBA submission. However, it is required to open up the bank accounts. We're not accepting any files that doesn't have the full amount of items needed here. We can't go back and forth, and hopefully you provide it later on. There's no chasing. If you have your tax returns, please include that. If you don't, it's not necessary. However, it is great for getting all the documents to expedite the process for the bank, just in case. Provide your driver's license, and of course that document has any SBA loan mentioned. Your new businesses, if you have payroll, provide your 2020 payroll amount. Same process as driver license, tax returns if is needed. Seasonal business, very, very similar to established, just provide your 2019. You can see here, everything here is pretty much the same. Now, independent contractors, with people who don't employ, through a payroll like ADP or a Paychecks service, they need to provide their Schedule C. Okay, so that how much money you made for that year on your Schedule C. And if you don't have that filed yet in 2019, provide a draft. Okay, and if it's very, very hard, they may accept like a profit and loss statement, but try to be organized and get somebody to help you to provide that information, right? Driver's license, tax returns if needed, if you have that, and then of course the SBA loan document. Now, I drafted a real quick diagram to give you a little bit of a vision from start to finish on how the process works. Okay, so you're right here, established business, you choose what type of entity you are. The document that I just mentioned to you, provide the supporting information. And then it's going to come to us, and we're going to do a quality check to help our partner at the credit union. So we're going to do a real quick check, making sure everything is there. We're here to support as much as possible. If there's any items missing or any kind of questions, please email us. We're going to do a lot of communication via email to get to that point. Once we feel that you have passed the requirements, we're going to send that directly to the bank, and they're going to do their own quality check. Okay, so if you pass immediately, they're going to enter the information in the SBA, and within minutes, you'll be able to provide your SBA loan number, and they'll directly send you an email congratulating you and providing you the confirmation number for their approval. All right, keep that information handy as much as possible. If there's any information, let's just say that we missed something and they need something in addition, they're going to contact you directly as well, or they'll contact us to help provide the information. So we're here as a team with you so that we can get to this stage effectively. Okay, very, very rare cases, just in case, if it gets denied because we caught something that's fraudulent, or it's just at this point you didn't follow directions, it needs to be corrected. Alrighty, guys, just wanted to make this real quick. Go to delivercapital.com/PPP to look at and start the process, filling your information. We'll provide you the documents, everything that's needed, and take the next steps. If you need to email us, go to ppp@delivercapital.com. But we really would appreciate it if you just go through the website, apply. We'll have that information into the system, and we'll communicate via the process. We've been inundated with so many clients. We're trying to help as much as possible. Look, and the same point I want to end like this is, we know that this is a very tough time, and there's not a lot of support that happens out with the major banks. We decided to connect directly with this credit union because we know that we can help and provide faster results than anybody else. So I hope all is well. Let's get you guys funded. Let's get America back to where it needs to be, and let's make this happen. Thank you, guys.